Have you ever struggled with something so small, yet so personal, that it's hard to even say out loud? For millions of older adults, that quiet struggle happens right here, in the bathroom. Not because they're unclean, not because they're weak, but because their bodies have changed. When your arms don't reach like they used to, when your back doesn't bend the way it once did, when your hands no longer move with ease. Even wiping after using the toilet becomes more than just a task. It becomes a daily challenge. And it's one that few people talk about. Maybe you've started hesitating, worrying, avoiding situations where this might come up. Or worse, maybe you've thought about asking for help and then stopped yourself because the thought alone felt too painful. But you're not alone, and you're not doing anything wrong. This video was made for you, because here at Senior Wisdom, we believe that independence isn't just about walking across the room. It's about dignity. It's about comfort. And yes, it's about having the tools and the confidence to care for yourself, even in life's quietest moments. In just a few minutes, you'll understand more clearly why this struggle matters and how simple, thoughtful changes can bring back ease and control. You'll discover real solutions, from soft wipes to smart tools, from gentle water options to easy routine upgrades. So take a deep breath, let go of the shame. You're not broken, you're learning, and this is your space to feel whole again. Let's begin. 1. The hidden struggle. You already know how to take care of yourself. You've done it your whole life with grace, with pride, and with quiet strength. You've bathed your babies, taken care of your home, dressed wounds, cooked meals, cleaned up every kind of mess life threw your way. So when something like wiping after using the toilet starts to feel difficult, it doesn't make sense. You think, I've done this for decades. Why now? That's exactly what Margaret asked herself. She's 76, lives alone, raised 3 kids, took care of her husband during his illness, and never once thought she'd need help in the bathroom. But lately, her back doesn't bend the way it used to. Her right shoulder aches when she twists, and her hands, stiff in the morning, slow in the evening. At first, she made small adjustments, sitting a little longer, folding the paper differently. But it got harder and harder, until one morning, Margaret stood in her bathroom and cried. Not because she was in pain, but because she realized she didn't feel clean and didn't know what to do about it. That moment, that mix of frustration, shame, and silence, is one so many older adults carry quietly. Because you were never taught how to ask for help with something so personal. And no one ever warned you this might happen. But here's the truth Margaret discovered, and we want you to know it too. This is more common than anyone admits. And this is not your fault. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that your body has changed. And now, your routines need to change with it. Because dignity doesn't come from doing everything exactly the way you used to. It comes from finding new ways to do what matters and still feel like yourself. That's what Margaret did. And today she says, I don't feel helpless anymore. I feel human again. In the next section, we'll show you what changed everything for her, starting with why toilet paper may no longer be your best option. Let's keep going. 2. Why toilet paper no longer works. Margaret didn't grow up with options. Like most people her age, she was taught that toilet paper was all you needed, no questions asked. She used it every day of her life, neatly, efficiently. It was just another step in her routine, until it wasn't. After her arthritis flared up and her shoulder pain made twisting difficult, toilet paper turned into a battle, one she rarely won. She tried folding it thicker, using more of it. But the more she used, the worse it felt rough on her skin, hard to grip, and never quite clean. That's when she noticed something else. A lingering itch, a slight burning. At first, she ignored it. Then came the rash, then a urinary tract infection. Margaret's story isn't unique. It's shared by thousands, if not millions, of older adults who've been told that toilet paper is the standard, even when their bodies say otherwise. The truth is, toilet paper was never made with aging bodies in mind. Here's why it often fails older adults. First, it's abrasive, especially when used repeatedly on thinning, sensitive skin. Second, it's ineffective. It doesn't fully remove residue, especially after looser stools or incontinence. Third, it demands mobility, reaching behind, twisting, bending, holding it just right. And if your hands ache or your balance feels unsteady, that's not just uncomfortable, it's risky. According to Cleveland Clinic, poor hygiene due to improper wiping is a leading contributor to urinary tract infections, skin breakdown, and bacterial overgrowth in seniors. But let's pause here. This is not about blaming toilet paper. It worked for a long time. But like many things we used at 40, it may not serve us at 70. Margaret used to feel ashamed when she thought about changing her routine. She worried it meant giving up. But when her doctor gently said, "There are easier ways," it felt like a weight lifted. Because this isn't about giving up, it's about choosing better. Margaret started with one small change, switching from dry paper to pre-moistened wipes. Then, she tried a bidet attachment her daughter helped install. For the first time in months, she felt truly clean, comfortable, in control, and most importantly, she felt like herself again. So if you've been silently pushing through with the same old method, hoping it gets easier someday, this is your sign. There's no shame in needing a different solution. Your comfort matters, your health matters, your dignity matters. In the next section, we'll show you exactly what Margaret tried first and how pre-moistened wipes can be a gentle, easy upgrade for your routine. Let's take the next step. 3. Pre-moistened wipes. A gentle first step for Margaret. The first thing she tried after years of struggling with dry toilet paper was something surprisingly simple: pre-moistened wipes. Her daughter brought over a pack one weekend. Nothing fancy, just a store-brand wipe labeled Gentle Cleansing. Margaret was skeptical. "Aren't those just for babies?" she asked. But that night, she tried one. And her words? "I didn't realize how uncomfortable I'd been until I felt clean again." Here's why that matters. According to Harvard Health Publishing, as we age, our skin becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive. Repeated wiping with dry toilet paper can cause micro-tears, leading to irritation, infections, or even rashes. In seniors, this is especially dangerous. CDC reports urinary tract infections are one of the most common reasons for ER visits among adults over 65. Pre-moistened wipes reduce that risk. They're soft, damp cloths infused with gentle cleansers, usually water, aloe vera, or vitamin E, that clean more effectively without abrasion. Unlike dry paper, they lift waste instead of smearing it, reducing bacteria on the skin and lowering the chance of infection. Why do seniors prefer them? Easier to hold than folded toilet paper, especially with arthritis. Soothing on delicate skin, no more scratching or rubbing. Cleaner after fewer passes, which means less strain, less time, and more confidence. But not all wipes are created equal. Choose wisely. Look for alcohol-free, fragrance-free wipes labeled for sensitive skin. Avoid wipes labeled flushable. Even those can clog pipes and cost you thousands in plumbing repairs. Keep a small, lined trash bin with a lid next to the toilet. Never flush them. Your city's sewer system will thank you. How to use wipes effectively. Use one wipe per pass, front to back. Let the moisture do the work, no scrubbing. Pat dry with a clean, soft towel or tissue to reduce leftover moisture. Margaret keeps her wipes in a small basket near the toilet, next to a sealed bin and soft towel. She says, "I feel clean, I feel safe, and most of all, I feel like I can manage this on my own." It's not just about comfort, it's about prevention, protection, and peace of mind. And if toilet paper has been making things harder, not easier, this might be the first change worth making. In the next section, we'll go one step further, from wipes to water. Let's talk about handheld bidets and why more and more older adults are making the switch. 4. Handheld bidets. Water over wiping. After a few months of using wipes, Margaret felt better. But her friend Walter, age 81, retired Army engineer, had a different take. He said, "Wipes are good, but water's better. I want to feel clean." Walter had spent time in Asia and Europe during his military years, where bidets were standard in every home. So when his arthritis made wiping painful, he didn't hesitate. "I didn't want my daughter helping me in the bathroom," he said, "so I found a solution that worked." That solution? A handheld bidet. So what is it? A handheld bidet is a simple device, a small water sprayer like a kitchen sink hose that connects to your toilet's water supply. After using the bathroom, you gently spray water to clean yourself. No twisting, no wiping, no irritation. Why does this matter for seniors? According to the National Institute on Aging, many hygiene-related infections in older adults begin with poor or incomplete cleaning after toileting. Water is the most effective, natural, and non-abrasive way to remove bacteria, especially for those with arthritis, hemorrhoids, incontinence, limited mobility, sensitive or thinning skin. Bidets clean more thoroughly than toilet paper or wipes and don't leave behind fibers, chemicals, or moisture that can irritate the skin. Here's how Walter uses his bidet. He finishes his bowel movement and stays seated. With his dominant hand, he gently sprays warm water from front to back. After spraying, he uses a soft towel reserved just for him to pat dry. The bidet turns off with a twist, and that's it. No bending, no strain, no rash. It's cleaner, faster, and honestly more dignified, Walter says. Choosing the right handheld bidet. Look for models with adjustable pressure. Gentle is best for seniors. Some offer warm water options, better for cold climates or sensitive skin. Installation usually takes 10 to 15 minutes. No plumber needed. Most attach directly to your toilet's existing water line. You can find quality bidets for under $50. Models with warm water or dual nozzles may cost a bit more, but even top-rated versions are usually under $100. Important tips: always test spray before use to adjust pressure. Keep a dedicated towel nearby for drying. Clean the nozzle regularly with vinegar or soap water. Walter says his only regret is not doing it sooner. At my age, anything that makes me feel more independent, I'll take it. If you've ever wished for a gentler, more complete clean, this might be your next step too. Do you agree with Walter's approach? If you do, share your thoughts in the comments or just type 1 to let us know you're with us. Sometimes, it only takes a small change to bring back big comfort. Up next, a portable version of this idea that's even simpler for travel or bedside care. Let's talk about Peri bottles. 5. Peri bottles. A simple, soothing solution. Not everyone is ready to install a bidet. Some bathrooms are too small, some people live with others and need something more private, and some just want a tool that's easy to hold, easy to use, and easy to trust any time of day. That's exactly why Peri bottles have become a quiet favorite among older adults. Originally designed for postpartum mothers, these soft squeeze bottles have found a second life, helping seniors stay clean without strain or pain. Take Rosa, for example. She's 79, uses a walker, and often feels too tired at night to get into the shower. After a mild stroke last year, her right side moves more slowly. I needed something I could use sitting down, she says, without twisting, without rushing. Her daughter introduced her to a Peri bottle, just a simple, lightweight bottle filled with warm water and a nozzle that aims exactly where it needs to go. No plumbing, no electricity, no bending. How it works: fill the bottle with warm, not hot water. After toileting, stay seated. Hold the bottle between your legs or behind you, depending on comfort. Gently squeeze to rinse from front to back. Pat dry with a towel or tissue. That's it. No scrubbing, no reaching, no sharp edges or stinging chemicals. The science behind it? According to the Cleveland Clinic, water rinsing reduces bacteria more effectively than dry wiping, especially for seniors with limited mobility or incontinence. It helps prevent urinary tract infections, skin breakdown, and odors without disrupting the natural balance of the skin. Peri bottles are ideal for nighttime use, people who can't reach comfortably, bedside hygiene, travel or hospital stays, seniors who live in shared households. They're also budget-friendly. Most Peri bottles cost under $15, and many come with angled nozzles or travel caps for convenience. Rosa now keeps one bottle in her bathroom and another on her nightstand. It's part of my routine now, she says. I feel clean, and I don't need to ask for help. That matters. What to look for when choosing a Peri bottle? Soft body that's easy to squeeze, especially with arthritis. Long or angled nozzle for better reach. Lid or cover to keep it clean between uses. Optional: a second bottle for bedside or travel. It may not seem like much, but when a small tool gives you back comfort and control, it's more than enough. Have you ever tried a Peri bottle? If so, let us know in the comments, or just type 2 if this sounds like something you'd try. And if you're not quite ready for bidets or tech-heavy tools, this could be your simplest first step. Up next, a look at toilet tissue wands, long-handled helpers that make reaching possible again, especially for those with back or hip pain. Let's keep going together. 6. Toilet tissue wands, independence within reach. By now, we've talked about wipes, water, and easy ways to clean without discomfort. But what if the real problem isn't just irritation? What if it's reach? That was the case for Gerald. He's 84, tall, with a stiff lower back from years of working construction. After hip surgery, bending to wipe wasn't just uncomfortable, it was dangerous. I almost fell once trying to twist around on the toilet, he told us. That's when I said, enough. His solution came in the form of a small, clever tool, a toilet tissue wand. It may not look high-tech, but for many older adults, this one device brings back something far more important than convenience. It brings back control. So what is it? A toilet tissue wand is a long-handled device that holds toilet paper or wipes at one end. It allows you to clean yourself without bending, twisting, or straining your shoulders, hips, or back. Here's how Gerald uses it. He attaches a folded wipe, or soft tissue, into the wand's end. While seated, he reaches between his legs and gently wipes, no twisting, no leaning. When finished, he presses the release button to drop the used tissue into the trash. He rinses the wand under warm water, dries it, and stores it in a discreet bin beside the toilet. Simple, safe, effective. Why does this matter for seniors? Because according to the National Institute on Aging, one of the most common causes of bathroom-related falls is overreaching or instability during wiping. Toilet tissue wands remove that risk. They're especially useful for those with limited shoulder or spine flexibility, hip replacements or chronic back pain, obesity or larger body types, arthritis or hand weakness. And unlike a bidet, there's no installation, no plumbing, no electricity, just you, your own hands, and a little extra reach. But here's something important to say too. If your body is still flexible, if you've been moving, stretching, and taking care of your strength, that's something to celebrate. You may not need a wand right now, and that's perfectly okay. The goal isn't to say you must change. The goal is to say, when the time comes, you have options, and those options protect your dignity. Choosing the right wand. Look for models with soft, flexible tips. A button release mechanism makes cleanup easier. Some versions are curved for better comfort. If you have arthritis, choose a wand with a non-slip grip. Gerald says, "It gave me back my dignity. I don't need anyone else in the room." That's a big deal. Pro tip, if you prefer wipes over toilet paper, test which type fits securely in your wand. Some wipes are too thick or slippery. Practice makes perfect. Have you tried a tissue wand or thought about one? Let us know in the comments, or type 3 if independence matters to you too. Next, let's talk about the space around you, because sometimes the difference between struggle and ease is just one grab bar away. Let's keep going. 7. Creating a bathroom that supports you. Even the best tools, wipes, bidets, wands, can only do so much if the bathroom itself isn't safe or comfortable to use. That's something Doris learned the hard way. She's 78, lives alone, and has always been fiercely independent. But one evening, while twisting to grab a towel, she lost her balance. She didn't fall, but it shook her confidence. "I realized," she said, "my bathroom wasn't made for me anymore." That moment sparked a change not in her body, but in her environment. Because as we age, it's not just about what we do, it's about where we do it. The good news? With a few small upgrades, your bathroom can become your safest room in the house. Let's start with stability. According to the CDC, falls are the #1 cause of injury in adults over 65, and bathrooms are a top danger zone. Simple additions can cut that risk dramatically. Grab bars. Install them beside the toilet and near the shower. Make sure they're securely anchored into the wall. Toilet safety frames. These are like armrests that surround your toilet, helping you sit and stand with ease. Raised toilet seats. Add 2 to 4 inches of height, reducing the need to bend your knees or hips. Doris installed a toilet frame with soft armrests. "It made me feel steady again," she said. "No more wobbling." Now let's talk comfort. If you're spending more time on the toilet because of wiping routines or mobility challenges, comfort matters. Padded toilet seats can reduce pressure on hips and tailbones, especially helpful for those with arthritis or low muscle mass. Memory foam cushions are great for long routines and prevent that numb leg feeling. A small footstool can also help align your body more comfortably during bowel movements. And don't forget accessibility. Keep all hygiene tools, wipes, wands, Peri bottles within arm's reach. Use open baskets or labeled bins to organize them. Make sure there's adequate lighting. A motion sensor nightlight can prevent nighttime accidents. If vision is a concern, use high contrast colors for safety tools and grab bars. These aren't luxury upgrades, they're dignity upgrades. You shouldn't have to fight your environment just to stay clean. Your bathroom should support you, not scare you. So ask yourself, does your bathroom help you or hold you back? If even one of these tips sounds helpful, let us know in the comments, or just type 4 if safety and comfort are your priorities too. And remember, there's no right way to age, only your way, done with care. Next up, we'll bring it all together. From mindset to methods, it's time to talk about the quiet power of daily habits and how small routines can lead to big relief. Let's keep going. You're almost there. You made it. And that already says something important. You care about your body. You care about your comfort. And deep down, you care about staying independent. Maybe no one ever told you that wiping could become a challenge. Maybe no one ever showed you there were better ways. But now, you know. You've seen that toilet paper isn't always enough. You've learned that water is gentler. You've met tools like wipes, bidets, Peri bottles, and tissue wands that exist for one reason, to make your life easier. Because this was never just about hygiene. It's about dignity, it's about confidence, and it's about doing something for yourself, quietly, privately, and without apology. So whether you're just starting to notice changes or you've been struggling silently for a while, you now have real options. You now have a plan. And most importantly, you are not alone. Margaret, Walter, Rosa, Gerald, they each found a way that worked for them, and you will too. Maybe your first step is a pack of wipes. Maybe it's a bidet attachment. Maybe it's installing a grab bar, or simply sitting instead of standing. Whatever it is, let it be yours. Let it be something that helps you feel clean, safe, and in control. Because the goal isn't to go back in time. The goal is to move forward wisely and with care. Now, if this video helped you even just a little, please do 2 small things. Click like and subscribe. We're here every week with guides made just for you. Leave a comment below. If you've ever faced these struggles, or you've already found your own solution, share it with us. Or if you're not ready to say much yet, just type the number that speaks to you. 1 for wipes, 2 for Peri bottles, 3 for tissue wands, 4 for safer bathroom upgrades. Because sometimes, even seeing one familiar number in the comments reminds someone else they're not alone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring for yourself.